Hello everyone, Zane here and welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV video. So today I wanted to make a separate prep guide for crafters and gatherers in preparation for patch 7.05, which is going to be releasing the Savage tier and also the crafted 2-star battle gear. Now let's go over the materials that you should be making high quality for the new recipes. So the first thing is going to be doing the gem saps. Most likely they're going to use this for the next gem draft, which is going to be great too, since they did that with the Outcast back at Endwalker. So making around 30 of each type should be enough, because remember that the pots come in 3s. Next, make sure that you make a good chunk of black stars, raw Kasnar ingots, thunder silk, the claro walnut lumbers, and the gargantua leathers, since the classical 2-star gear back at Endwalker used those same basic materials. And then they used the new ones. Also, make sure you have enough of the myth root, loam, and brine aether sands. I'll make sure to link the videos for that in the description down below. For crafters, make sure you have the Cunning Craftsman's Tassan, which is the CP, and the Ranique steaks for control and CP. Those are the foods that I recommend. For the steaks, you're going to need corn oil, mountain salt, the chuck, dragon peppers, the garlic, and night vinegar to make the steaks. And for the Tassan, you need yaktail spring water, tumbleclaw weeds, pearl grass, and peppermint. Even if your retainers get these, they only can get a certain amount because it's unspoiled nodes. So regardless of how high your retainer stats are, they will always cap, I think, 7 per run. And then the claw weeds, you guys can just do the bodycode gemstones. Pearl grass and the spring water are gatherable, and have your retainer get them as well. Now for you gatherers, you're going to be gathering the ipe logs, turali alumen, nopaliflowers, the blackseed cotton balls, fine silver ore, and the harmonite ore. If you want to do this with the least effort for melding and all that, you're going to get the scrip set. Level 100, I'm level 700 left side. And as for the right side, you're just going to make the raw Kasnar sledgehammer and then the accessories. You're going to meld a grade 10 GP to give you 854, but ultimately you want 850. And then for the earrings, all the way down to the first ring, a perception 12. And then the final ring, a perception 7, to give you 4484, which is going to be over what you need, which is 4480. And if you want to get that set pretty quickly, just do your custom deliveries and look for the person who has the bonus to give you 180 orange scripts. I think you most likely will have to do all 12 to get the full left side. And then maybe grab 2 materia, which cost you 500. And then for the rest of the melds, you can either just grab what you need off the market board. Trust me, you'll get the money back, so don't worry about wasting it, and then meld it like I have here. Alright. So I'm going to go and find a node that is up right now, and then I'll show you guys the rotation that I use to gather with this set. Alright, so here we are at the node. Let's pop our Mosaka. So now this gives me 909 GP, because the extra 100 is going to help you. Actually, I guess you don't really need it because you need 950 to do Bountiful Yield 2. So I guess you don't really need it. Anyway, to gather these, you're just going to do Mountaineer's Gift 1 and 2, or the Botanist equivalent. Then do Naldal's Tidings, or Nathika's Tidings. And then King's Yield 2. I think it's Blessed Harvest 2 for Botanist. And then, of course, we have 52 extra CP. So I guess, like I said, the food doesn't matter. And then go ahead and gather. If you do get the Boom proc, you get extra 2. And if a revisit just happens to proc on you, then you repeat the process. Which it didn't. So I guess a little bit more GP, you could have reached the Bountiful Yield 2 and used it that way. Alright, so basically that is what I use to gather the legendary nodes with the script set and the minimal stats on the right side. So if this is something you guys want to do, go for it. But if you have the 950 GP, then you can just add Bountiful Yield 2. Okay? So that's going to be it for gathering the legendary nodes. Remember that if you want to find these and there's no information out there, FinalFantasy14Gathering.com is the site to go. Now, if you want a rotation for making the gem saps, I can't really say that this is going to work with less stats because mine has the pentamelded right and left side with my tools not melded really. So I have 4925 craftsmanship, 4765 control, and I should not be completing the item. So this should work. So you guys can tweak it any way you like. It's only a 13 button, so if you have less stats, you probably can add 2 more abilities. So it's muscle memory, manipulation, waste not 2, innovation, 1, 2, 3 prep touches, advanced touch, innovation, great strides, biogots, groundwork, and basic synthesis. And there you go. So like I said, if you need more steps, just simply add in train perfection, which will not reduce your durability down, then use whatever you need if you're lacking in control or if you're lacking in progress. That will help you because train perfection actually negates groundwork's negative effect of reducing your progress under 20 durability, which is completely awesome. And hopefully you guys already knew that. If you didn't, I guess you learned something today. So that is my rotation for the gem saps. Now, if you're going to be doing, let's say, level 98 materials, then the macro that I used, if I can remember where it was, I believe it's this one here. Yeah. Muscle memory, manipulation, waste not 2, innovation, delicate synthesis, 1, 2, 3 prep touches, innovation, prep touch, great strides, biogots, train perfection, groundwork, and delicate synthesis. Now, if you do get a good during the rotation, delicate synthesis doesn't really need to be there. So as also you saw that groundwork was being used on 15 durability, and train perfection basically made it work all the way through. So that is my rotation for the 98 basic material recipes. Obviously I'm fully pentamelded with this one, but if you need to tweak or add more to the macro to make it a 2-button macro, do the best you can. But that is my rotation that I use for the level 98 recipes and for the gem saps. For the master recipe books, purple script is going to be used because orange is going to be used for culinary materials. So the easiest thing to do is go back to Endwalker and do the level 90 Barvarois or the Papoda pancakes for culinary. Alchemist is going to be the draft, and carpenter is either going to be the fishing rod if you don't mind getting the leather, or the armalite. The other thing is if you have not done your Meki quests, they will give you purple scripts for doing all of the quests, which can be used to get your master recipe books. Definitely something to look into. And if you have not done this before, custom deliveries, look for the person who has the bonus, and they should give you enough for 2 books out of the 8, because they give you 270 purple scripts. So do these, and that's less collectibles that you have to do. So that is my recommendation for purple script farming. Last but not least, make sure that you have materia stocked up for crafters. If you're waiting for the recipes to come out before you meld, definitely have a good chunk of grade 11 and 12 ready to go. My melds are done based off my past experiences and also based off the scrip gears stats, because scrip users have to be able to make everything that comes out. So if you have better stats than that, you should be ready to go even though you don't know the stat weights. Your gatherer should be already done and melded already. If you follow my guide for that, you should have enough to be able to get everything for the characteristics. Of course, with the perception, you can use stuffed peppers for that. But your gatherers should be already set to go, and you don't really need anything else until 7.1, when the new materials come out for the next crafting and gatherer set. If you're going to be spirit bonding, use your Better Crown Pie Spirit Bond Potion. If you're in a free company, use your free company actions. If you're not, try to get the Spirit Bond manuals from your squadrons. But those is what I recommend. Oh, also, if you're going to be using a specialist, have crafter delegations for your specialist actions. That's also a good thing. It costs purple scripts. So that's pretty much about it. That's what I recommend. Alright, so I'll make sure to link the Aether Sand videos in the description down below so you guys can farm those for both Fisher, Botanist, and or Miner. So hopefully this has been helpful. Make sure you check out the rest of my channel for more helpful Final Fantasy XIV videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, and happy prepping. And that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you're new for more Final Fantasy XIV content and help with the YouTube algorithm. If you guys want to support my channel even further, consider becoming a YouTube member, Patreon supporter, or help me on Ko-Fi. The links for those will be in the description down below, as well as my Discord. And the extra special shout out to the members on screen. So until next time, may you forever walk in the glorious light of Lord Bahamut, and always remember to keep forging ahead. Take care.